sorry. Hi.
What?
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Wow. Is it hot in here?
Best way to start the show ever. Hello,
Yes.
hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate Events podcast.
Wow.
Brought to you by who? It's me, MeMeCherry. And I am joined today.
Maybe said it twice.
I'm joined today by the king of fanny packs.
Oh, yes.
Shaker of hips.
Oh.
Award-winning performer.
Oh, wow.
And all-around sweetheart.
Oh.
It's Vera.
Oh, darling, what a sweet intro.
Welcome to
you
the
are
show.
also a sweetheart, and I'm delighted to be here with my hips that sometimes shake and my waist that sometimes holds a fanny pack 98% of the time.
But these hips do not lie.
They do not lie.
No.
It's a lolo lole situation.
Ole, lole, lole.
Lolo, lole, lole. Half Swana, just like me. Oh, just me and Shaki, just half the same and half very different.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes. I love that you call her Shaki.
Oh, yeah. You know, Shaki's intimate acquaintances, anyone who's Swana calls Shaki, anyone can call it.
There you go.
Yes.
So I have to tell you
Tell me.
that this is number, I think, 77, if I'm not mistaken. And you, my dear, are popping a cherry.
Oh,
Because you're the first king on the podcast.
Yes.
So
it's
first
an
of all,
honor.
I'm sorry.
Yes. You've done 77 and we're going to pass that fact. I'm delighted. The first of many to come.
Yes.
It's just like Star Search. I was the first king to win in 27 years.
Look at that.
And so it's a 7 thing I'm finding. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm delighted. And I know many kings will be on this after me. Delight.
Yes, we have a few of them already booked, and I can't wait some more on the calendar.
Perfect.
She is booked and blessed.
Oh,
But I do want to dive into that a little bit
Yeah.
because I have to admit that for as much as I complained along the way about misogyny in the queer community, I feel like I subconsciously was also acting into it by not looking into the other side of the community, which is the kings. So I'm trying to make better, do better, be better. Yeah. So here we are.
Here we are.
We're going to give all the voices the voice.
All the voices the voice. There's always time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about your drag journey. Why drag? What made you get into drag?
Oh, you know, I have a very sweet story. So I came here 2005, tiny little lad, here to study Latin at Cal. Yes, I have my master's in classics.
Okay.
And, you know, because I am queer, I went to the White Horse Bar for the Rebel King show.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Oh.
I would, at one point it was weekly. I would go every week. I don't know how they sustained that truly, but and we are still going, 13 years later. We're the first, third, and fifth Wednesday at the White Horse Bar.
Look at that.
But taking us back, I'm in the audience. I'm loving it. They would ask for volunteers to help pick up tips.
Yeah.
And they would always pick me because I, don't drink and was very enthusiastic. So it was like a match made in heaven.
Yes.
So I became the tip collector.
Nice.
And then I was a backup dancer.
Yeah.
And then I was a duet partner. And then they asked me to join the troupe. And now I co-host it with Hotel Mercury, and we just celebrated our 13 years.
Wow, you went from Money Honey to host.
I did,
Look
and
at that.
I still do sometimes frequently pick up money off the floor. Some things never change. I'm always happy to help out.
Yes.
Stoop my Asian knees and back to the ground. Yeah.
My really dirty mind went somewhere with picking up money off the floor, but we'll just leave it there.
I mean, you said what you implicitly said, and I agreed with it implicitly. So we're all here. Yeah.
Do you have a drag family?
I do.
Tell me about your familia.
I do. So I am a very proud drag father and drag grandfather. I have.
You don't look old enough to even have a child.
Wow, you are so kind. Oh, and I just realized I wore the Rebel King shirt today. Speaking of which, but yes, so I have 27 drag children. I love you all.
I love you all too.
Oh, they're so wonderful. And I have over a dozen drag grandchildren now. Grandbabies. I love watching the grandbabies too.
Aww.
So, I just love supporting them, going to all of their shows, cheering, doing the dad camcorder essentially on my iPhone.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Uplifting them, sharing all of their content, and the grandkiddos. I mean, when the grandkiddos start having kiddos, then it will be real. Then it will be real, and it's such a possibility. And the next
great grandpappy.
Yes, truly. And then of course I have all of my brothers. You know, my Rebel Kings brothers, and then there are many kings in community that I consider brothers, and the whole Bay Area drag community really feels like a family to me. So
do you feel like you have parental units in drag?
I don't. I don't, everyone. I don't have. Yes, but I would say the Rebel King.
Yeah, that's your family.
Rebel Kings of Oakland are my brothers and my parents, because the troupe essentially is a parental figure.
Yes.
You know, I learned a lot from seeing them perform. I learned a lot about makeup from Haute Mercury.
Yes.
Everyone in the troupe has taught me something, and. So that's like my parental unit. And there are elders that I look up to that aren't my dad per se, but that are icons. And if I'm like, if I think about who do I admire, thinking about their longevity and how they've supported,
of course,
I think about Mad Dog 2020.
Yes.
We have probably the same number of children. We're probably rivaling Mad Dog. Tell me the exact number.
I love
but you
Mad
know,
Dog.
you have Shook too, so it's like it's the dog pound. It's Shook and Dog. She has kids too, and they're all kind of both of their kids. But
MD, you have to come on the pod, please. And Jota.
Yes.
And anybody else that we mentioned, please hit me up. Come on the pod.
Yes.
Come talk to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the last few years, I haven't experienced it as bad as I used to back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
The monster M-word misogyny in the queer community. And I feel like the Bay also tends to be a little bit more accepting, more inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
But have you encountered any kind of, weirdness along the way by being a female presenting body that comes into these spaces that for a while drag kings, I feel like in my cunty opinion, weren't always respected, you know? And then unfortunately, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely think that the Bay and the Bay Area drag community is very welcoming and inclusive, and it's just becoming more so. But I also won't say it's not there at all. Yeah. There are some spaces, especially think about when I started out, because I've been in this for 8 years now.
Wow.
And there were definitely some shows that now I see booking kings, but initially it seemed like an impossibility that I would ever be able to perform there. And not even here, but in general, and I will say, and so every so often I get the feeling like, this space clearly hasn't had a lot of kings. They might think that, or the audience seems confused as to why I'm here. And I'm just like, well, then I will just do a split on her face, and that will explain to you why I'm here. But it is true that it's still a process for kings to get the deserved amount. Across the nation, across the globe.
Have you toured outside of Bay Area?
I have.
Where have you bopped around?
I've been to Austin International Drag Festival.
Okay.
3 times. I've loved it. It's been amazing. I went first as part of a group, as part of 9 Inch Males.
Okay.
And then solo twice, and I was a featured artist last time. And it's amazing. Kings come from all over. Performers come from all over. So I love my time at Austin International Drag Festival. I always make amazing connections.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We all stay in touch. I performed in Boston with Magic Dyke, which is run by Rob Zombie. I love that show.
Yeah.
And I'm going to LA this weekend.
Look at that.
Which I feel like I've always, been ready to perform in LA at any time, but it's aligning for Johnny Gentleman's birthday.
There we go.
Yeah, so I'll be there this weekend. Yes, truly.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. And I'll be in New York with Patagonia.
My gosh.
For a multi-night little tour for Save Her, which is the environmental drag show. And so it happened in the Bay Area. Patagonia and I produced it and co-hosted it with an amazing Bay Area cast. And Patty is actually bringing all of us who are available mid-September to New York to do it
amazing.
There. Yeah.
Papa is a rolling stone.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the current state of the union, the current state of Bay Area drag. What do you think of the scene, especially post Panini, post some big shakeups in the scene in terms of like we've lost some elders.
Yeah.
There's been some changing of the guards, like some people like to say. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, what I see is just an upward arc towards more inclusivity, diversity, and representation. That's really what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes the different dramas I think maybe don't filter down to me because I'm kind of a Care Bear starer. So but I love seeing kings and queens and performers of all kinds.
Yes.
There's a delicious, I think, also new set of drag performers who come from the performance art and dance and theater world.
Yes.
Who are popping up and coming to the space and feeling safe and being uplifted.
Yeah.
I still also really love the drag burlesque Venn diagram overlap. I've started doing some of that myself.
Oh,
it's a delight.
Yes.
And I just see uplift everywhere. That's what I see, or what I'm trying to also uplift myself.
Yeah. I could see you doing that with your little shaky shake hips.
You know, little shaky shake, little shaky shake. Yeah. My burlesque is very like weird and also kind of metal dad like as my drag
I
is.
love that.
So it's definitely the same. It's not like a suddenly super silky, sexy, sensational. It's very just like and now I'll take off a pair of clothes.
You will be turned on now.
Hello, here is my butt under some rhinestoned sweatpants. Do you like it? Would you like to see it?
Would you like to see my bum?
Would you like to see it? Yes. Indeed. Yes.
You know, it's interesting. I just realized, I feel like a possible trend alert. You and all of the previous guests
Yes.
of the show, since I did the relaunch, I feel like you're all part of the same freshman class. You all started around the same time, like
Yes.
around 8 years ago. So that's
Wow.
Nikki, Amora,
Uh-huh.
Vanilla,
Uh-huh.
Phoebe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
We're all hosts. You were
Yes.
right. We all do host. And we all host. But yeah.
But yeah, you're all part of it seems like you're all part of the same graduating class.
So cute.
Isn't it?
That makes me want to do a cute homecoming drag show. I'm sure it's already happened, but some kind of really mockery of a high school reunion where I pretend to have asked Nikki out in 7th grade and I try again. Yeah.
Can I help with that one? I'll help put that one together.
Later. Yes. Sounds cute. Oh.
Speaking of shows, I am ruminating, possibly considering cooking up a little possible live show, a live pod out of here of Fluid 510. I'm thinking, you know, I haven't had my official drag debut, and it feels like around Halloween time because that's very classic to have your first time in drag around Halloween.
Don't fight the feeling.
Right? Yeah. So I don't know, you guys. Throw me a little drop in the comments. What do you think? Would you come over to Fluid 510 for a live podcast? I have a couple of different ideas, but let me know, you know, if that's something that you'd be into.
Also, drop in the comments if you would like Mimi to King for this debut. Not to, you know, whatever you feel, whatever calls to you. However, let the people know.
Yes, well, actually, that reminds me because I was going to ask you. You mentioned the term Quing.
A Quing.
Can you please? Because I feel like Phoebe's podcast is a little inside baseball. My audience is a little bit more. They're trying to take a peek behind the curtain. They don't know much about the scene.
Yes.
Can you please explain to my listeners as they blast music next door?
Yes.
What a Quing is?
Yes. A Quing is somebody who both queens and kings.
So like a Hennessy.
Like a Hennessy Williams.
Okay.
Like my kiddo, who is the reigning mixed NorCal Quing pageant winner.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Award-winning people. Just
the
left and right.
Just doing it.
I love
just
my
doing
friends.
It.
They're just so talented. So talented. But yes, so the idea is that I want to do a Franken drag. And I basically have 3 performers who are going to do different parts of my look. And so I feel like one should be a queen look and one should be a king look.
Yes.
And so I'll get like 3 queens for one of the shows. Because let's do more than one live show, right, kids?
2.
And then, you know, maybe like a king one where I get 3 kings to come and a little drag in between.
Cute. Nom, nom, nom. Delicious.
Just a little morsel of drag.
And I love, I love the idea of multiple kings or performers working on one face.
Yes.
I know Mary and
Juanita
Moore do that for like Power Blouse.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
It would be the fluid 510
Yes,
version.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I've talked about doing drag. I mean, I've talked about it on this podcast for years, and the podcast has been around for a long time.
Well, then
And
it's
I need
time.
I need to get
It's
it done.
time.
I need to manifest it.
Yes.
So, a lot of people in the mainstream, right, on the normies, right, when they think drag, as in drag performers, not the cars, a lot of people think drag race. What do we have to do to get RuPaul to get a king on the show?
What do we have to do? I'm just out here hoping, and yet, I don't.
Do we need it?
Do we need it? It's a question. I would love for a king to be on it for representation.
Yeah.
And it would mean a lot to a lot of kings. So especially for those kings for whom it would mean something deeply, I want that to happen. I want Tenderoni on there. Yes. I mean, Landon, literally, there are so many kings who have won or been in reality drag competitions now that it just seems odd.
Yeah.
Victoria Scone, also kings.
Yes.
Landon won Dragula.
Yeah.
Tenderoni won Drag Queen of the Year 2021.
Exactly.
Hercules was in Call Me Mother in Canada. Hugo Girl won the drag competition in New Zealand. Yes. Hugo Girl, so good. In New Zealand, it's just like so many people have Riley Poppyseed is on this season and crushing it of Camp Wanakiki.
Yes.
And he's the first Black king to be on a reality TV show.
So
I love
cool.
you, Riley Poppyseed. It's just, they're all over there.
It's happening.
It's happening all over. So
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem to compute to me that it hasn't. Yeah.
It's your loss, mother.
Yeah. Truly.
So, one of the mini scenes in the scene where I've had the pleasure to get to know Vera a little bit more is Oaklash.
Oh, yeah.
We survived the apocalypse,
We
Oaklash.
did. Oh my gosh. I was just looking at those photos you took from that one. Oh, when everything melted.
The computers
When
were melting.
Everything actually
The fires
melted.
were happening. The sky was orange. We all had to wear masks.
Unbelievable.
And we did it.
It
was amazing.
I loved that number. I did for that one too.
Yeah, it was so good.
And co-hosting with Hota,
Took the words out of my
with
mouth.
the divider in between us, holding hands with the divider in our matching outfits and Hota Stone. Oh God,
I love
that
Hota.
was true. Baby, get on this podcast.
Yes.
Get on it.
So we survived the apocalyptic
Yes.
Oaklash. We get to know each other a little bit. Last year's Oaklash comes around. I become a little bit more of the family.
Yeah.
This year's Oaklash comes around.
Yeah.
I get definitely adopted into the family.
Absolutely do so much work, babe.
Oh,
I just
thank
want to
you.
lift up your
I was just
incredible
bringing all that
labor.
up.
Wow.
But Vera
Yes.
was one of my highlights because
Oh.
you're just such a joy.
Oh.
And we had like a little staff pool party, and it's funny because when I was getting the coffee and the Red Bull, I
Yes.
was thinking of Vera.
Of me. You knew what I would need.
It was like a parting gift.
Oh my God.
She's like, Red Bull, yes.
Exactly. Oh, this
Great.
one. They love their Red Bull. and
So
it's me.
Oaklash,
Yeah.
what does Oaklash mean to you?
Oh. Oaklash is incredible.
Yeah.
It really lives up to the mission. When I joined the board, I had just been on another board for 6 years, and I thought and I was board president for 2 terms, so that's 4 years, and I was like, maybe I can need a board break, but Oaklash is such a special org. It really does uplift Black and brown, queer and trans performers.
Yes.
It really does. It's the highest demographic in the performers.
Yeah.
It's curated in a really beautiful way, led by POC curators. We have our disability fund throughout the year. There's just accessibility is a huge priority. It's such an amazing festival, and I've had so many, especially Black and brown kings, express to me their appreciation of the festival and what a nice time they had.
Yeah.
And it's just such a celebration of people's drag and expression and creative life and minds. And it's
amazing.
Beautiful to support. It's very community run, community driven, and I feel like has a nice, people in the community appreciate it and know what it is and know what it's doing. And I'm so excited to help with its, continuation and as the festival gets bigger and bigger, and to also make sure that the year-round programming happens, and just these deep, even having a taxes for performers workshop.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I really appreciate how we're all very thoughtful in trying to support the community.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. It's one of the things that helped me reignite my love for coming back to my community because I kind of hid away in my hobbit hole during the panini.
Well, you know,
as many of us did.
Many of us did. Plus, your little place is gorgeous.
It's kind of hard to leave.
I could barely leave it at the end of that day. No.
So thank you, Oaklash. You are just a beacon of the community, in my opinion. One of the shining lights of what drag can do in terms of a powerful just source for the community to bring community together. Because I tell people it supports, disabled and trans, Black and brown people. And I've had a couple people who are like, disabled performers, and I'm like, yeah, and people in the crowd too. We care about them too. Yeah. So it's really, to me, in the forefront of how we should be looking at society, because when we take care of our most vulnerable, that's when we all come together and actually succeed as a society.
There's just so many challenges with like the cost of living and performers being able to like actually make money doing their art that's so appreciated by others.
Exactly.
It's what people deserve.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Oaklash, for doing everything that you do for the community. What are your future plans for drag? Like, if you're manifesting in your little drag king, ¿cómo se dice? Future glass ball.
Yes, the future glass ball of it all. Yeah, you know what? I
stumped Vera.
Yes, there's certain things that I want. I delved a lot into my Swana heritage, like my Armenianness and my drag. Yeah. And I was a Counterpoles performing diaspora resident for 2022, and that was really incredible. Thank you, Counterpoles. And I did kind of a dance piece where I learned traditional Armenian dances from queer and trans Swana teachers. So I want to take that somewhere else. So there's the next step for that I'm really percolating on. And I always like to create with that side. Yeah. And then I just want to keep doing drag and expanding on my weirdness and making weirder numbers. Every year I feel like I let myself lean into the weird even more. Yes! So that's always the goal, is to lean into the weird. It's definitely a goal also to support my children and make sure that they are having the best time and feeling comfortable and safe. Yeah. Making sure that the Rebel King show keeps going with the help of my wonderful brothers. Yes. And keeps that beautiful safe space for expression as well. Yeah. So there's like the Swana stuff, my own drag, my kids, RKO, and enjoying especially all the other shows. RKO. Okay, RKO. Yeah, and I would love to travel a little more. Yeah. I love my time in Austin and Boston, which delightfully rhyme. I always enjoy going to LA, but I'd love to hop around, and especially places where there are a dense population of kings I really admire. So like North Carolina or Chicago or Ohio. There's some great huge king shows happening there.
I wouldn't even thought of that.
Yeah. Wow. And then I'm excited for New York. That will be great.
That's going to be amazing. Yeah. Well, time has flown.
It has flown. Wow. It's
time for us to go cuddle in the back.
Wow.
Consensually. It's just a cuddle, I swear.
You can cuddle friends, everybody. Just letting you know.
We're going to take a quick little commercial break.
Yeah.
And we will be right back with the silly portion of the show.
I love silly portions.
I always get lost in the direction. There we go.
In my crumble opinion. Hi, I'm Phoebe Cakes, and you're tuning in to In My Crumble Opinion. Hello, my little crumb whores. Hi, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Welcome, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Hello, my little crumb hungry sub pigs. Hello, my little crumb buckets. Hello, my little cum lovers. Oh my god, I said cum lovers. Hello, my little crumb lovers. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on all social media platforms.
Oh my god, that was so gay.
Yeah, that was gay. Once again, I am Phoebe Cakes. In my crumble opinion.
Yes.
And
we're back. Wow.
We just held hands. That's all we did.
Interlocked fingers.
Pinkies. like this.
Pinkies. Very cute. Very cute.
So we got through our Barbara Walters portion of the show.
Oh.
Now we go into the Andy
Very
Cohen mess of it
2020.
all.
Oh, great. Perfect. Yeah.
So I have 2 little games for you.
yeah.
I'm actually going to be nice and let you pick which one you want first.
Oh.
I have word association.
Yes.
Just give you a name or a phrase, and you're going to tell me what you think.
Yes.
And I have Kiki KKP Oaklash Edition.
Wow. Whichever, babe. Maybe the
Dealer's
word
choice.
Word, yeah, dealer's choice. Dealer's
Okay.
choice.
Let's go. Kiki KKP pill. Thank
Oh,
you, YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
And it's your choice. It could be a
Yes.
Benadryl. It could be a little mushroom pill.
Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
A laxative. You know.
A
you never know.
laxative.
Okay. Kiki KKP pill Oaklash Edition.
Yes.
We have Mama Celeste, Beatrix Lahane,
Yes.
and Evian.
Evian.
So which one are you gonna Kiki? Who are you gonna Kai, and who are you gonna give a little pill to?
Okay. So explain this to me.
So Kiki is like we get to hang.
We're
a
gonna
little
hang
little
out.
Kiki.
Yes.
Kai is like
Yes.
Kai.
Yes.
And then pill is go take a nap.
Take a Benadryl nap.
Yes.
A Benadryl nap. Okay, we have Mama Celeste, Beatrix Lahane, Evian.
Yes.
I think I'll Kiki with Mama Celeste.
Of course.
We're friends.
Yes.
I feel like Beatrix Lahane really needs a nap because whenever I see her in the evening, she says good morning. So maybe a Benadryl would be beneficial.
Yes.
And then I'll Kiki with Evian for sure.
Yes.
I've seen almost that complete beautiful bidet. Yes. I'll wear a Fanty during. It'll be really, really erotic.
Yes. I say that when Evian is engaged, they fire up all my bisexual demons inside of me.
Wow.
Because it's just like, arrgh. Okay.
So beautiful. Yeah.
Kiki, Kai, pill. It's
Yeah.
just Kai.
Yeah.
We have Lotus Boy, Jota Mercury, and Ricky Rose.
Oh, this one is very easy. Lotus Boy is my son.
Okay.
So there's no Kai going there. Jota is my, very close friend in drag. So Jota Mercury and I would definitely Kiki.
Yes.
Lotus Boy has a lot of chronic pain, so I'm sure there are innumerable pills
Yes.
and stuff that would be helpful.
A
And
little CBD.
I want baby to be comfortable at all times. My God. Oh, my sweetheart. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Yes. And Ricky Rose, hello. The peach emoji of drag. Yeah. Yeah. Kai, absolutely.
Kai.
Ricky knows.
Kai.
Ricky knows I feel this way. It's no secret. That butt.
Yeah.
My God. I can see it in my mind where it lives rent free.
When Ricky was performing leading up to Oaklash, I was
Yeah.
just like, take all my money here. Just
Truly.
take all of it.
Truly. Oh.
All of it.
Oh.
I want to be broke. Next up on Kiki Kai Pill,
Yes.
Oaklash Edition,
Yes.
we have in her crumble opinion, Fanny Cakes. We have the doll herself, Mojo Carter, and the sweetest little pie that is Major Hammy.
Oh my God, that's hard. So am I just thinking about it. Oh my God, that's very difficult. Oh well, honestly, I'm gonna cheat a little
And you can. I've allowed a three-way,
yes.
just single
because
option.
I feel like Major Hammy and I are friends, so I would say we would Kiki, but Major Hammy is a hot freak, so I would also guy.
Did you
a
see
king
her?
for king, a guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I would guy with Major Hammy for sure. And then we had Mojo. Oh God. I don't Mojo baby, do you want to have sex or do you want a pill? You let me know whichever one you want, because whatever you want is whatever I want, because your wants and needs are my wants and needs.
Kai.
And Phoebe, my God. I mean, do you want we could invite all of your partners. I find all of them attractive as well. It could just be a whole. And will you dress up as Manila Luzon? Because I've been, oh my God, Manila Ice. I said Manila Luzon. Hysterical. Phoebe Cakes has, it's the heat.
Yes, it's the heat.
Phoebe Cakes has a drag king persona called Manila Ice.
Oh, I think I saw.
Yes, and dressed up was Manila Ice for our crumble.
Yes,
and I'm so grateful.
Yes,
but I would like to have a guy.
That mustache was
with
giving me
Manila
life.
Ice. Yes. Oh, wow. Truly.
Oh, I'm getting hot over here.
Think about it. With the wrestling outfits that we did for the crumble, that's what I would like us to be wearing, just to really set the scene.
Set the tone.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we have 2 more sets of contestants.
Okay.
Rounding up is going to be Obsidian Absurd.
Yes.
Cochina Rude.
Yes.
And Mud the Two Spirits.
Ooh. This is also very difficult. I was like, in the beginning, I was able to be like, my triple Virgo-ness was like, you must allot 1 to each one. But now that we're getting down to it, I just want to
Get dirty. Break the rules.
Truly. Cochina, clearly I want a guy with Cochina with Freak
Andy. Yes.
So I want Freak Andy
I love
and
guy.
to have a guy 100%. Obsidian Absurd. What a create. I just want to kiki with
Amazing.
Obsidian.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Sweet as pie.
Yes. And Mud and I both, I believe, don't do anything. So unless it's an allergy pill, I'm not offering anything.
There you go.
Mud is also Vihad. God.
Yes.
Lord. So I would say, Mud, we could guy, or we could kai. We could guy. We could whatever is available. Although, oh my God, that makes me think of Lisa Frankenstein, and then we're just wow, my mind has just really gone into a erotic tailspin.
I feel like we have a new show, Guy.
Yes, a guy.
And last up on our contestants
my
for
God.
Kiki, Kai, or Guy
Yes,
Pill.
yes.
We have my sweet Puerto Rican sister, Florida Man.
Florida.
Princess Pinocha.
Oh.
Last seen running around in Soma somewhere in a white t-shirt. And Nicole Jizzington, aka our current reigning drag queen of the year, Nikki Jizz.
Well, I want to give Nikki what she wants, and I think that might be ketamine.
Yes.
And it's not my body, but if a kai option was there, because I will be in love forever, so that's always an option.
Yes.
I feel like Princess Pinocha might also want some ketamine.
I mean,
I don't really know much about this thing, the thing for horses, but
she likes wearing a horse face.
Yes, the horse face, the horse phenomenon, the equine lasso lasses. Has no one gone there? Well, I'm just making a whole random drug rodeo, and I don't do anything. But here we are,
Which is why you're the most qualified.
Oh my gosh,
to dole them out.
To dole them out. So Princess Pinocha, I would say, if you would like one of the minds that are keto, that's for you. Or we could also
wait, they're keto now.
I've made ketamine keto mine for my own purposes, but
Okay.
we can do either. You can have the pill, or you can have my body.
Yes.
And then Florida.
I think they'll probably take both.
Yeah. Yes. Everyone gets both. Florida. I want to kai with Florida because we chat all the time. I still am never over sending them a line by line German translation of everything that they said to Florida at when Lady V did Germany's Got Talent.
Yes.
That was maybe one of my finest translation moments, and I loved it. I loved it.
Vera is just the best.
They really said, vielleicht nicht für Kinder, perhaps not for children. They did to Florida Man.
You look at that. You survived. Kiki, Kai,
That was tough. There were friends in there. There were my children in there. My brothers.
There's a reason why it's the
siblings.
Andy Cohen portion of the show.
It's wild to think about. I've just given everyone the drug that they would want, or Benadryl, or Zyrtec if you need to sleep or be awake.
Consensually.
Yes, actually, I should have just given everyone a caffeine pill, because of anything, that's what I would want.
Just give everybody a Red Bull.
Yes. Wow.
Okay, our last little game
Mm-hmm.
before I sadly let you go back to your regular life.
What? Life before you, what was that?
What will it be after?
What? Post podcast.
Just desolate.
Yes.
And sad.
I'm gonna have to go just
lonely.
Weep into fabrics.
Sweaty.
Wow. That's still right now. Yes.
I'm
Anyone in this
sweating
Bay
right
Area? Heat wife. Wow.
So we're going to do a quick little word association.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a phrase or a word.
Yes.
You tell me what you think, what you feel.
Yeah.
Any of those things.
Dig deep inside. Okay.
Count. Excuse me.
Wow. Yes. That's yes.
It's the weed.
Every day.
Okay.
Okay.
Word association.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a name or a phrase.
Yes.
You're going to tell me what you think or feel.
Okay.
First up, we have counterpulse.
Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Do I keep going? Do I do more?
Just whatever
Or-
whatever comes to mind.
Arts, queerness, safe space, red. I met my partner through Oaklash and Counterpulse, so
Yes.
also I think of my boo.
Yes.
Hi, Ambrose.
Hi, Ambrose.
Okay, yeah,
Who I purposefully left out of the game because I
Yes.
didn't want it to get
that
weird.
would be, you know, that's a guy Kai right there.
Yes.
That's a guy Kai.
Princess party.
Oh, family. Also queerness, also arts, community, collaboration, Tito sweating. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Trend alert.
Trend alert. I mean,
Sweating.
babe, every week. Lisa, Cochina, Tito, every
They kill
week.
it.
So amazing.
Yeah.
I
That's amazing.
I love it so much to see my kiddo perform. I went on a Wednesday after Rebel Kings. I jetted right over. Wow.
Look at that.
Yes.
Star Search.
Oh, at last, finally, mine. No,
They like me. They really like me.
But you know, honestly, fanny pack, because Ari Bird made me that beautiful, huge fanny pack to pop out of. Also,
Literally the next
yes.
word.
Oh,
A
cute.
fanny pack.
I have just made my own interweaving word association
Yes.
game, but also community, because I had so many dancers who collaborated with me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was pure fun.
Yes.
And then I also think Dark Horse, because Heclina called me the Dark Horse of the competition later on, and I was like, it's gonna stay with me forever.
Oh, heckles.
I know.
We miss you.
That's why I did Dark Horse for your memorial, babe. Looking up. Oh, yeah.
And she'd be throwing up right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Too kind. Oh,
They're being too nice to me.
yeah.
Though I wanted to say the fanny pack, the giant
Yes.
fanny pack was made from by the same artist
Yes.
that made Nicole Jissington's giant Telfar bag.
Yes, I connected them.
Oh, that's amazing.
I
Look at you, connector.
I'm a connector. Well, I mean, but it was an obvious match made in heaven.
Obvious. It's obvious, darling.
Truly.
When I say
Yeah.
Rebel King, you
Oh.
say
Brothers
Yeah.
and these are all brothers, family, safe
Trend
space,
alert.
community, uplift. But it really is true. It's
Yeah.
like that's definitely family.
Yes.
Yeah.
pride.
Pride. Ooh, pride. Pride.
Oh, I didn't think this was going to be the one that stumped
Yeah,
you.
this is the one that I've actually really been thinking about recently.
I've now more than ever, right?
Yeah. I feel like I keep saying the same words, but it's really community. I'm proud of the community.
Yeah.
And how we advocate for each other.
Yes.
And keep each other safe and uplift each other. And I had like a very blessed, like busy Pride Month, but I kind of kept circling back to that.
Yeah.
And thinking about safety and like safety in safe spaces and all of this. So all that's nestled into Pride for me. But,
Yeah.
And I'm proud to be queer and trans and non-binary. It's like my favorite thing about myself. So, yeah.
You know, I want to take a quick pause in the word association and just do a little deviation station.
Oh,
I was having
absolutely.
a passionate debate, I guess you
Yeah.
could say, with a sweet friend of mine.
Mhm.
You know, I have a fair amount of queer friends and I have a fair amount of normie friends, right? Muggles.
Mhm.
And there's so much discourse right now, people talking about trans people and trans bodies without
Mhm.
knowing
Yeah.
trans people or trans bodies.
Yeah.
And we started this conversation where, you know, he was like, oh yeah, I was just listening to what's that guy, the blah, blah, blah. And however he referenced him, I was like, ew, Jordan Peterson. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, ew, why?
Why?
Like, why? And he's like, oh, well, I appreciate his logic. And I was like, he has bad faith arguments.
Mhm.
And he's like, no. And then we kind of started spinning. And I was like, well, anybody who dead names and misgenders to me is somebody who comes from a place of a bad faith argument. And then our debate kind of got a little heated, and this person used a phrase, and this is why I wanted to bring this up with you, because I want to have these conversations with the people who are actually living this.
Yeah.
He says, oh, well, you know, I don't appreciate the extremes on both sides, but they're trying to force us. And I
No.
said, babe, what trans person is trying to force you to do what?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're trying to force us. They're trying to make laws. And I said, babe, right now there's 300 plus
400,
anti-trans.
Yeah.
Look at that. 400
Mhm.
anti-trans
Yeah.
bills that are actually affecting people's
Mhm.
lives.
Mhm.
And so as one of the people who this actually, affects you and your partner, like when you hear people saying things like that, like they're forcing us.
Yeah.
What do you say to that? Because to me, like, I want to stand up and fight. I get really
Yeah.
I have a very visceral reaction because I'm like, you don't even know trans people. I do.
Yeah.
Like, I see them out here. I see them just
Yeah.
wanting to live their life, and
Yeah.
people want to exterminate them. Like,
Yeah.
do you? Well, I haven't heard that. I'm like, well, I hear that.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want to comment,
Yeah, it's really hard when everything from kind of another side is coming from fear.
Yeah.
Because I'm part of the leadership of Drag Story Hour.
Yeah.
And also was the lead volunteer trainer, and still am on the LGBT National Hotline.
Yeah.
And it's all based in fear, and that's hard to, like, people ask me, what can I say a lot? Like, what can I say in response? I'm like, it's very difficult because it comes from fear, which leads to irrationality.
Yeah.
And truly, like, as I've been to different protests, it's so illogical, honestly, that there's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
And I just, it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. We're just out here trying to live our lives. Like when I'm thinking about Story Hour specifically, I'm just out here reading a child's book about a worm.
yeah,
And people, it's like the comments that I heard were like, there's naked men in there. I was like, what do you think is happening?
yeah,
It's me in a book about worms and a tambourine.
Yeah.
Like, and cute tiny tots. So that's what I think makes it really hard, that there's all of this fear blowing up to misperceptions,
misinformation also.
yeah, and just to the extent it's based in like literally nothing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of think about, how do I talk to people who have these illogical thoughts and beliefs and fears that then become really scary people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really hard. So, but just, I come at it with a kind of constant support of community. 'Cause
Exactly.
I want to put all of that energy towards my community and protecting and keeping that safe, and that's where the energy should go.
Yeah.
It's hard to not want to, and I feel it. It's hard to not want to, like,
React.
engage, react, disprove,
Yeah.
and have that be part of the advocacy. But I've just really seen how hard it is, and so for me, I just focus a lot on uplifting community, and even if it's scary, still doing the thing.
Yeah.
So that's
Good for you.
my engagement, like still showing up.
Yeah.
Still, reading to these beautiful kiddos who just want to be in a safe space and maybe see themselves reflected in a book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and to my friend, like, they ended up having to like leave my apartment. It felt a little awkward. And, I
Mhm.
texted him afterwards, I love you. And I do love you.
Oh.
And, these are not easy conversations to
Yeah.
have, but I'm willing to have them. And as long
Yeah.
as other people are willing to have them and listen. But, it's really concerning that it's like otherizing and,
Yeah.
and boogeymanning.
Mhm.
And, these are just human beings trying to live life. And so
Yeah.
that's why I want to like give the face of the
Yeah.
humanity of it.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing too much. Oh, well, I mean, do what you want, but don't
Yeah.
force it on me. I mean, live your life, but don't
Yeah.
force it on people. And it's like, nobody's forcing anything. People are just
Yeah.
trying to exist.
Yeah.
So anywho, I feel it's a big part of like my mission with this
Mhm.
podcast, especially part of why I wanted to bring it back.
Yeah.
Is because I feel that my community who helped save me,
Yeah.
helped save my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made mama uncomfortable a couple times because I'm like, literally, I've been like, thank you for saving my life.
Mm.
Because this community has saved my life over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And so, like, we're just out here trying to live. And like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to cry. Okay, back to word association. Let's get silly
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Project Nunway.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna children, because I did it with Helixer, my kiddo. We had a
Yes.
little king portion in Project Nunway. ibuprofen because I did a huge jump split and I forgot that it's in that church. So I ran off the stairs. I did this thing, babe. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I ran off the stage and there were 4 or 5 steps down and if I landed it. And I knew in the moment, I was like, my worry is that I wouldn't clear it, right? That I would like get caught on the last step or something like that. I cleared it and I was like, yes, I made it. And I forgot about landing on stone. Like whatever century that was built, it was probably built like in the 1900s, but you know.
My bottom hurts just thinking about it.
And I was like, ooh, all right. Yeah, this is that no give. Rock has no give. But it was beautiful. And I just, history, like legacy, you know, the sisters have been doing this good work for so long, and to see such intergenerationality in there, and like a lot of the nuns who were walking were elders, and really like you could tell they waited all year for this moment. And the designs were made by local designers for like very little money, so very kind of sustainability as well. One of the outfits was like, this costs $0, and I was like, whoa, it was just amazing to see that.
I love the nuns, and I love going to any event that supports the nuns. Golden hour draw.
Syzygy, that's the word association. It's just syzygy. No, but you know, nature, play is the word.
That's a good one,
because it's so easy to just effortlessly tap into the play when you're running on sand, and whenever the sun's setting. It's just so fun. I feel like I love doing splits and throwing sand at myself and rolling around. And it's just very free. It's very free. And I appreciate you so much, Syzygy, for creating this space. Syzygy and I just had our engagement at Golden Hour because we're drag married. Oh, okay. I also have another drag spouse.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Heaven on earth. So I have 2. But yeah, and just like we just did songs that were essentially love's odes to each other, and it was precious.
I love that. I love that. Last but not least, Heclina.
Oh, dark horse. Because I just it was such a visceral moment. You know, and the free association, it's more of an image. When I did, so if you win Star Search, a part of your prize is to do daytime realness.
Yes.
Which is very sweet. And so I did daytime realness, and I'll never forget this. She sat on stage during my whole number.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is delightful. I have an audience plant right here. So I was like, I'm going to do the weirdest, freakiest split. So I kind of did my like arm crunch backwards and did a split and watched her watch me and get like amused and weirded out at the same time. Yeah. So that image comes to me when I think about it.
That's so sweet. Oh, well, we sadly get to the end of the carnival ride that is Vera on the Series of Fortune Events podcast.
Yes.
But before you go, you're going to tell the children where they can find you.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at Veritas_22 because I had to get my master's in Latin for a reason. So it's VERITAS_22. You can also follow Rebel Kings Oakland. I'm also in Raining Men, 9 Inch Nails, and Spinal Jam.
Look at that.
Those 3 groups. I love them very much.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can find me all social medias. All social media.
Veritas is truth.
Yeah. I'm a very honest bear, so there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, please drop in the comments if you would come by to Fluid 510 for a live
Wouldn't you?
Frank and Drag show where amazing performers turn me into a queen and turn me into a king.
Yes.
I would love to do both.
It's happening. Both
I'd love to explore both sides of my
I can't wait.
Personality.
I'm already contouring your face. Mentally as we
I want to be able to twirl.
Yeah, we can get you a beard and like a mustache and actual to glue on.
Be like
100%.
I want to turn into like an evil genius.
Yes, we can make.
I want to be bad. I want to be a bad boy.
A bad boy.
Yes. Okay, we're getting all excited over here.
It's time to go. The bad boy.
If you're listening to the podcast audio, please come over to the YouTube and get the visuals. If you're on YouTube, go subscribe to the podcast. You can listen to it twice. We're twice as cute.
Yes. The more you listen, the cuter we sound.
Yes.
And look.
Yes. Yes. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to do all those things that I'm supposed to say as an influencer. We have merch. There's cute little pillows. There's shirts. There's little cups and things. And yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to stall because I don't want it to end.
Babe. You better come when we have this fluid event so you can see this king face. I am just saying. Yeah.
Well, with that, we sadly have to say goodbye. And with that, we say goodbye. I love how you turn into a Muppet. You're like,
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events.